where we're going to talk about anything and everything. But before we do that, I'm going to talk about something that's been near and dear in my heart for the last year, but more over the last 11 years, and that of multiple sclerosis. The National MS Society is a collective of passionate individuals who want to do something about MS now, to move together towards a world free of multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is comprised of unpredictable and often disabling flare ups of the central nervous system. Such flare ups disrupt the flow of information within the brain and between the brain and the body. The National MS Society is the largest private funder of MS researchers in the world, investing more than $1 billion to date. MS stops people from moving, but the National MS Society exists to make sure that MS doesn't. To contact the National MS Society, please call 1 800 344 4867. Once again, 1 800 344 4867. Or go to their website at nationalmssociety.org. Thank you to all of you who have donated money to this amazing organization or have gone to the National MS Society to learn more about multiple sclerosis and demyelination. It touches me and over the 1 million people in this country that have multiple sclerosis in so many ways, and we appreciate all of you. And on that,
it's time to talk.
On this Tuesday before Thanksgiving, I think there is no better thing we can do than have a special edition of VF Talks, where we talk about anything and everything with Matt, with Paul, and all of you. I am definitely thankful and grateful for the Venture Forward and for VF Talks. This is the Venture Forward, VF Talks. Good evening. or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be. And welcome to VF Talks. A happy prelated or early Thanksgiving to all of you in the U.S. and just a happy Tuesday to all of you on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. It's good to see all of you on a Tuesday night where we're actually having a conversation about anything and everything and moving to VF Talks for this evening because of the holiday week. But it's an honor and privilege to be here in front of all of you and on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And let's see who wins the door prize. That would be Jamie on YouTube. Says hi. Hi, Jamie. How are you this evening? Hope you're doing well. And StewartVideo.com over on YouTube says, there you are. There we are, and there you are. Good to see you this evening. And we got Chris over on YouTube as well, saying, hello, Matt. Hello, Chris. How are you? Hope you're doing well. And we got this awesome fun things. What's an awesome fun? I have no idea what you mean by an awesome fun thing. What do you mean by? Oh, that would be Matt Haas. That would be Matt Haas, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, John. How are you?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I got a lot to talk about, but I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well.
As you said, you're here for good or for bad. Haha.
You never know. How quickly will I take the show off the rails? That's the question.
I don't know. It's a good question. It'd be very interesting to see where that goes. As Jay was it Hat Moss. There you go. Hat Moss, ladies and gentlemen. Hat Moss. And Stewart says Matt. The funny thing is, before we got on, Jamie asked a really good question. You guys will have to talk about how Friday went in Candy Cane Land. To which he reminded everybody, what happens in Candy Lane stays in Candy Lane. Haha. It's true.
Yeah,
very
it's
true.
an amusement park. You know, we put on video what we want to be on video, and we kind of keep. Hey, everyone's open to join. If you want to come on the next adventure, get with John and I, and we'll.
That's right.
We'll bring you along, and then you can.
Yeah, there will be
the shenanigans.
Yeah, there'll be massive trips to amusement parks in the middle of winter where 3 out of 15 things are open. Hey, but a good time nonetheless. A good time nonetheless.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Easy says, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Easy. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And Chris reminds us, off the rails implies you were once on the track.
Ain't that the truth?
So before we go too further, you said there's a lot to talk about, and you know what? I'm for one giving you the floor. So hey.
Okay. I don't want to ignore your opportunity to tell the world all the fun things that have been going on in your world, but I will start.
You'll start, and you know what? I will do this. I will give you. There you go,
John. You know to jump in. If you ever say to yourself, "But Matt's really running away with the show," just jump in. Break into the conversation.
Hey Matt, I'm not sure if you noticed, I got control of the scenes. I
Yes,
got
you
you on the scene, and then you got the 2 scene and go back to the 1 scene. But before you start, Easy says, thank you, Matt Haas, for answering my 2 questions 2 weeks back about business online, i.e. Redbubble, t-shirts, and creating his business online as we speak.
I am always willing to give my 2 cents and guidance and thoughts, bounce ideas off me. I love helping people. I'll tell you what I know, and I'll tell you what I don't know, and I'll tell you what works. Always welcome. Find me online. This is the best place to do it, but hey, I'm available all over the interwebs.
We love you, bro, and I'm glad you finally took the mask off of the sober op. That's his.
Gotcha. All right. I have a short topic and a long topic.
All right, so I'll tell you what. We'll start with the short topic. I'll bring you on full, and then I'll jump in as we normally do. Huh?
All right, you could be a disembodied voice during my full topic. That's fine if you have something to say.
Oh, I'm a disembodied voice.
All right, are you ready for this?
Go for it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Whoa!
90 American greenback US dollars, baby.
$90.
I earned this money. I spent 2 weeks and $167 making candy canes, and I got my first sale. So I'm actually in the red. But I have money in my hand from selling physical goods that I crafted with my own two hands in my wood shop, and I'm going strong. I've been keeping track of all the communications, and I can report that I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people inquire. Now I only put it out. You can only see the ads if you live geographically close to me, because I'm only doing hand delivery. I'm not mailing them. So only people in the neighboring towns can see it across 3 selling networks, business, what is it? Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
Nextdoor, and Craigslist is what I put it on. So anyway, and
Chris says if you would only ship. So, I mean, if you would ship, Chris would be basically a customer.
Thank you. Well, in order to ship, I'd have to buy custom sized boxes, and I have to buy 25 minimum, and it would cost me $67 just for the boxes. And then I have to pay the shipping on top of it. So if someone wanted to pay me $100 to ship 6 of these candy canes, then we can talk, but I don't think that's unrealistic. So anyway, it's funny because I have $18 each everywhere on the ad. And then I say sold in bundles of 6. The 6th one is free. And 2 people said, oh, so it's $18 for a bundle of 6. And you'll give me 6 bundles, but the 6 bundles free. I'm like, no, you're not getting 36 candy canes for $18. Like that's no. Like, how could you have misread the ad? But 2 people have said it so far. So I'm like, no.
I mean, I'm not sure if the focus groups have told you about this yet, but have you thought about saying it's a package of 6, $90? $90 for all 6.
Well, I wanted that get one free because people love free. Because if you say they're $15 each sold in a package of 6, I'd be like, psh. But if you say they're $18 each, buy 5, get 1 free, they're like, hell yeah, it's the same dollar amount, but it's just the way it comes. I don't know. Hey, I'm figuring this out myself. I don't have all the answers. I'm throwing spaghetti up against the wall, seeing what sticks, and this is what I'm trying. But yeah,
Stuart says Matt, but sales cherry. Oh. And then Easy gives us an update. His crypto portfolio has ballooned as well. NFT coins only. Things are happening in his life that has blown him away.
Oh, my crypto is going down a little bit. Something happened this week where it went. But
candy canes.
My Shiba Inu coins are going down, steadily going down. I don't know what the deal is there.
Jamie always does the math for the sneaky salespeople. Haha.
Did you ever see that meme where they say they go pricing structure 1, pricing structure 2, and then Black Friday it's $200 more, reduced down to the same price it's always been, and the last frame's like red eyes glowing. Yes, I need that. Sales tactics, marketing, advertising.
You get the 6-1 for free.
Yeah. So that's my short topic, and the candy canes are completely done. All 30 of them are manufactured. I did have an issue where I had the metal stakes weren't in the last 5 because I had too few of them that I cut from my political yard sign wires that I have in my garage. So I got it all done, and I went back, and if there was like a little red dot out of place, like maybe my glove with red paint on the glove touched the white part of the candy cane, I went back and touched everything up. All of these candy canes are chef's kiss perfect, like perfectly done.
What would the
couldn't have made them any better?
What would the Zagat review be for your candy canes?
Oh, is it on a scale of 1 to 5? It'd be 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Yeah. On a scale from 1 to David Hasselhoff, David Hasselhoff.
It's Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
You hassled the Hoff.
It's Hasselhoff quality, baby.
Jamie says, haha, yes, funny, Matt. I forgot that's how Black Friday works.
Yeah. On Monday, $100. On Wednesday, $100. Black Friday, $200 marked down to $100. I'll take it. Oh.
Reminds me of you ever go to a place, I'm not sure if you had it by you, but a place called Sims?
I don't think
Where
so.
educated consumers are best customer. Basically, their sales tactic is they buy these suits. They sell these suits, right? And they keep on reducing the price every 14 to 28 days. And they always talk about on the 28th day, it reduces to 20% off. And then on the 35th day, it goes down to 35% off. And then nothing beats the 49th day where it goes down to 42% off. That's why at Sims, an educated consumer is our best customer. Can't believe I forgot. I can't believe I remember that. Easy says, Matt, neighbor Alice, Sandbox, Red Fox Labs, Mana, Engine, Audius.
I don't know what that is.
And it confused him so much that he's making a coffee and he'll be right back.
Okay. Well, that was my short topic. Do we have something else before we go into the... How are you? What do you want to share before we go into the...
I wanted to talk about the little experience we had last night on another live streamer's program.
Oh, sure.
I think it was incredible. I thought it was really one very nice thing to do, doing a live stream and inviting fellow live streamers to join you. So Sammy, well done, sir. Well done.
We were on Sammy's Superstars channel yesterday, both John and myself and Lala, and of course the host Sammy Superstar.
Yeah. And I think what that broadcast was indicative of is there's a fruit fly flying around here. Don't know what that's about. Is the fact that we can have technical difficulties left, right, and sideways, and it is the content and the guests that you have on that will shine the show every single time. And it doesn't, as I said in the comments, progress, not perfection. And it was definitely a very wonderful hour. I enjoyed myself big time. And
I was bummed it ended. I was like, I was still ready to go.
In fact, Jamie says she watched Sammy's episode of that today, and it was really good. It was really good.
Good.
And who knew Rex can move like that in the open? My God, Rex had some really great moves.
Can I drop some words of wisdom for live streaming based on what happened on Sammy's?
Go on solo for you, because this is, the more you know.
Two important tidbits when you're delivering content. One, you keep going. You keep going through the technical issues, and don't draw attention to the technical issues. I mean, mention it once and then move on. You don't need to give long diatribes about how you never have tech issues, or you thought it was the camera and it turned out to be a setting that's not relevant. Okay, you fixed it, you move on. Just touch it lightly, embrace it, and then keep going with the show. And two, second tidbit, this is not related to what happened last night, but this is just good information. So get your notebooks down. It's when you have a what's the term for it? A segue. When you land the perfect segue, don't talk about the segue. Don't say, "Oh, that was a great segue." You just own it and move on. If you start talking about the segue, it sort of takes away from that perfect spin into the new topic. That's just a little tip from moi to the audience.
And as you say that, I think of a certain radio personality who comments and basically celebrates every great thing that goes on his broadcast, and that of Jim Rome. And I think of our buddy Paul, and he does a really good Jim Rome impression. I'm hoping he jumps on soon. But yeah, you think about celebrating the segue. Oh, that was a great segue. That was a fantastic segue. That's exactly what that is.
Sorry, Jamie. Jamie's going to pre-blame me every time she hears a host talking about the segue. Sorry, I planted that worm.
Jamie says you guys had great answers to his questions about the YouTube.
Yeah.
And as you alluded to, every time someone talks about their Segway now, I think of you. Segway
Yeah.
as not the thing that you travel in. Segway, Segway. Segway.
Yep. 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 All right.
I thought that was it was a really good episode, and I hope that Sammy doesn't feel threatened not to do more of those because I thought
Oh no.
it was phenomenal.
Well, a lot of people were praising him. I saw John Pullum talked about how well he liked the show, how awesome it was that the guests did what they did, and John also said he was kind of bummed when it ended.
Yeah, he kept it
because
to
it was
an
so
hour.
good.
Kept it to an hour.
Here's the thing, man. That Sammy Superstar, he is a force to be reckoned with. You should not underestimate Sammy Superstar. He is very good. I'll leave it at that. So
Jamie says, I know, but I didn't know how to spell the actual word for Segway. How do you spell it again? Sugue, Segway. Segway would be the vehicle, would be the thing you travel in. Segway.
Yeah.
Did they even make Segways anymore?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, the guy who invented Segway also is involved in this First Robotics. I don't know if you know about that. Can you see? I guess it's firstinspires.com, but it's First Robotics. This is a robotics competition for school-aged kids, and I was going to try and launch my own team in my town, and I never was able to pull it together. But yeah, he's a cool guy, and he's still alive, by the way. Because if you Google some things and not pay attention, one of the executives was killed on a Segway, but it was not the founder. The founder is still kicking.
Jamie, not to, I mean, it's Segue, not Sugue. Segue. Sugue is Portuguese, I think.
Dean Kamen, that's his name. Dean Kamen is the founder of Segway, and he's also involved in the First Robotics. And he's a very cool guy. I love the science community. The type of person that is a scientist is, for lack of a better word, a fun person to be around because their mind is always open and they're always trying to figure things out. I heard a bell.
She spelled it right. Segue. Segway.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is funny because in the National Spelling Bee, if you hear the bell, it means you spelled it incorrectly. But for the sake of game show sort of nomenclature and traditionality, we would give the bell for a right answer. So Segue is correct.
Okay.
And of course,
ready for the big topic.
Big topic. Big topic. No whammies. Here is topic number 2 with Mr. Matt Haas.
So I was driving through my neighborhood to go to the drugstore to pick up some things and drive by this house. It's a smaller house, little Cape Cod, but it's for sale. And it's on the top of the hill. I live on the bottom of the hill, and there are some water table issues that we have to deal with and stuff like that. So I got to thinking, I'm like, ooh, should I buy this freaking house? It is smaller. So the hope would be I could sell my house with the proceeds of that, roll it into the new mortgage, and then reduce what I owe probably by about half. So I could, I have about maybe 10 more years on this mortgage. I could probably get this new house and have a 5-year mortgage, in other words. And it all depend on what my house would go for, because all houses now are a lot more in 2021 than they were in 2012. I bought this house in 2012. So I looked on the websites of what my house would be worth, and what they're coming back with is let me do some back of the napkin math here.
Back of the napkin math. As you do that, couple comments. Jamie says, "All right, I'm going to be. I can't spell. Good night. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm staying. Thanks for your patience with my inability to spell after you told me how. Jamie, we love you. You know that. You're awesome."
So I'm like, I don't know. Forget about the back of the napkin math. So I just spent a good part of the day thinking. I'm like, do I want to request to see this house? Do I want to see it? And the weird thing was, on the listing, it said all offers need to be in by the 22nd, which was yesterday. I have no idea what that is. It was just on the market the 17th. So that was Wednesday.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today is Monday, Tuesday. So I'm like, I don't know what that means, but
the market's crazy, Matt. The market's really crazy. People are buying places cash in hand these days.
Well, I heard Zillow is now backing off. They're changing their business model, and they're not buying properties wholesale. They're not gobbling them up like they are now. So, I just don't know what to. I don't think I'm out. My house is big. This house is considerably larger. I mean, not only does it have one more bedroom, but it has considerable more square footage. I don't know. So I think I'm just not going to do anything.
That's probably the best move. Remember that, if you're going to get a king's ransom for selling that place, it's going to cost you a king's ransom to buy any other place, more so than it would cost, say, 18 to 24 months ago. So everything is inflating the same way.
And I'd lose $5,000 when for commissions to sell my house. I'll lose $5,000 to buy the house, and I'll have to pay all of the capital gains and all the closing costs, and I'll have to rent a truck, even though it's right. It's 4 houses this direction. I could walk the stuff up there if I wanted to, but and then I would have to prep this house. I have to move all my woodworking equipment. I just don't think I want to do the move. Like, if I could go like this, I'd go and then just be moved.
Like I Dream of Jeannie?
Yeah, exactly. But, I would, I don't know. And it has a 1-car garage. See, that's just it.
Oh, you have a big garage now.
Do we do the car shuffle? Like, am I like in the carport or in the driveway, and then my wife's in the or vice versa? And then do we do that, or does someone park on the street? And the street that I would be moving into if I would buy this house is a little more busier, because it's like the connector road between the 2 developments. And so where I'm at now, cars only go by the house if they live here, because it's sort of like a loop that I'm in. And so it would be more car traffic. Not that car traffic is any problem. It's not like tractor trailers are going by. It's a residential neighborhood, but it would be considerably more traffic, because to get to anywhere, you got to drive by my house if you live in the neighborhood. This new house, I mean. So I don't know. It just got me thinking, what if? And then if I go for this house and we don't get it, then we're probably going to be in the house hunting bug, because that's what we did last time. We said to ourselves, the house I was in before, we're like, you see that house down there? We really like this house. It was a corner property, and it was catty corner, and it had maroon shutters. It was just a nice house. It had a little pool in the back, not a big gaudy pool, just something real. We're like, that's a cool house. If that house ever goes for sale, and we were in our house for like 10 years, and we saw a for sale sign, and we're like, we're going to make an offer on the house. We made an offer on the house. Offer got rejected. It went to someone else. We lost the house. And we're like, well, we might as well look. And we just kept looking and looking and looking. And then we found this out. I'm like, I don't want that to happen. You know, I just want to. But then you got to get the bank involved. And like, do I want to open all that crap up again? So I think we're just going to stay here.
Interest rates are still really, really low.
Yeah.
It is still really much a buyer's market as much as it is a seller's market. It is a very unique time we're living in right now.
So,
and as you were telling us that story, Michelle and Sarah and Marilyn, hello to all of you. Good evening. Hope you're doing well.
Hi, peoples. Always good to see all of my friends, old friends, new friends. I dig it. I dig it. So that was had me spinning my wheels today, trying to figure all that out. But I mean, the pros are no water issues. Every drop that falls is going to roll off my property in every compass direction. You know, it's going to be, the water is going to be someone else's problem. But then it's got the one-car garage. It's got the busier street. It's much, much smaller. My son wouldn't have a bedroom. He doesn't live with me. Hasn't lived with me in 4 years because he's at college, and then he's going to have a place with his girlfriend, presumably after college. So the boy's they're not going to have a permanent. So like, but he'd have to sleep on the couch, or I guess, if he would ever come over to the parents' house ever again. Or when
I'm going to throw my 2 cents in, and this is just,
I'm looking for feedback, people. Help me out.
Well, I'm going to give a little more feedback than most of our viewing audience won't be able to give, in the sense that I absolutely think that your house is phenomenal. I think you have a really great location. You're right by the highways. You're right near the state capitol. I mean, it's a really great location. So we always talk about location. Matt, you got location. So it's definitely points in that regard. I think the second thing is, architecturally, your house is very, very well put together. It's got a great sort of elevation about it. What's the acreage on your place?
I don't have a big backyard.
Okay.
But the house, it's not like any other house on the block. They must have just said, oh, okay, we'll purchase these plans and we'll give it a shot. And also, the roof sticks out. The awnings are very large, so the water doesn't hit the windows. So, and that actually helps with the longevity. I guess they bought larger trusses, and they just go with it. But the house it's much wider than all the other houses. Like if you look on Google Maps, you know, there's my neighbor's house is this wide, my house is this wide, and then the other neighbor, you know, and it's a lot more. And I have a full living room behind the 2-car garage, which is very deceptive. Like you look at my house on the street, you think the living quarters are just here, and there's no living quarters where the garage is, but you get inside the house and get behind the garage, and there's a huge so it has a lot of cool features, my house. The driveway's killer, but who cares? You just go up a hill, go your driveway. It's kind of hard to shovel.
It's not as big a hill as you think it is. It's just a little bit of an incline. Yeah. And the only time that could be a pain, I guess, would be in the winter with ice and snow. But I mean,
it's easy to get down it when it's snowy. You're not getting back up.
Unless you need all-wheel drive or something.
It doesn't matter. Ice is 4-wheel drive or not. It doesn't matter. You're not getting up it.
Jamie says she doesn't get the whole buyer's market versus seller's market.
All I know is everyone has their hand out and everyone gets rich but you. The township gets rich with the taxes. The people selling and the people buying, the seller agent, the buyer agent, they all get money off of you. It's harsh. It's a lot of outlay. So whatever, I figure it's probably going to cost 10, 12, 13,000 just to do the deal with the closing costs and all the agents getting paid. And then I'll have to rent a truck, and I'll have to call the phone company and and do all of that crap, and actually move. I have to pack everything up, move it on, and we'd have to stage this house. It's just a lot of rigmarole. And in the end, I'd probably net 50 grand out of the deal. Is it worth uprooting my life for 3 months for 50 grand? And everything has to go right. This house has to sell, and the other one has to, and the purchase has to go through. And we might not even get the house anyway.
Paul's in the middle
Mr.
of real
Paul,
estate talk,
hello.
and Paul's a bit perplexed about real estate talk. Welcome to Real Estate Talk, Paul. Greetings and salutations to you this evening.
Gentlemen, hello. I've been
Always
listening
good
for
to
a
see you,
little
Paul.
while. Matt, sounds like quite a little investment.
Saren had a very
Well-
good comment that I want to bring up before. She says, "Unless you are 30 something or below, you mostly will never afford a house." She says.
I see Sarah's here. Hi, Sarah.
Sarah,
She gave me a video to
Jamie.
watch. She gave me a video of a filthy toy that's the Millennium Falcon and how to clean it properly. I haven't watched it yet, Sarah, but I'm
What?
interested in that. So it's on my watch later list. Thank you for that.
Saren says, "Good night, everybody." She's have a great rest of the night. Saren, I definitely agree with you. I think the market is very. If you don't have much to invest in the market, it is going to be tricky and then some. But there are, as Matt alluded to before, there is enough money that everybody wants to get a hand in. So it's very hard to tell whether or not it's a buyer's market or a seller's market.
Oh yeah, they smack you for everything. $27 to FedEx this to the courthouse, and they nickel and dime you like nuts.
Joe says, "Then ask your friends to help you move."
Hey, Fazzolari!
Oh.
Former armorer for the U.S. Marine Corps. How are you, Joe?
What's up, Joe?
Pizza and beer. That's what
Oh,
people get. Pizza and
listen.
beer. For...
This might be a controversial statement. I think if you're over 30, you hire movers and you leave your friends alone. That's
You're
just,
right.
I feel like that's just like, I mean, under 30, I get it. Life's, but I feel like over 30, I don't know.
Joe
That's
has a
just how
bum knee. I wouldn't want to inflame his knee.
Yeah, there's
former
some
knee
physical
injury.
therapy afterwards, and I mean that's
Mhm.
weeks and months of PT. Man. I agree with you, Paul. Definitely get movers. Definitely get, if you're going to do this right, hire some movers and do it that way.
Matt, it sounds like there's a lot of reasons you're like, it's not a good idea. Maybe I am coming in late. What is doing it? Like, what is exciting about this house? Is there something
Well,
in there
it just
that you
seems
really
to
like?
be the normal pattern is the child leaves and the parents downsize. It just like
Empty nester.
I haven't always embraced that, and I am not the everyone else does it, so I do it. I'm the last person to get on that bandwagon. But
Mhm.
I was thinking we could reduce the mortgage. Like instead of paying 10 more years on my house, I could get much more money for my house that wouldn't pay off my mortgage. Well, of course but when all said and done, I would probably net about $50,000. Because the house I'm buying is smaller than my house. But yeah.
Sarah says, or better yet, hire a professional organizer to get rid of your stuff before you move. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Shameless plug.
Sarah, I have so much crap. I'd have to pay you overtime to get through this exercise. I have so much stuff. It is ridiculous.
Sarah's gonna turn to you and be like, "What about this He-Man action figure? Do you want to keep it?" And you're like, "Yes, I have to keep it. I
What
love
about
it so much.
Skeletor? What about the 19th Skeletor? Tell us about that."
I must keep this evil in. It's in mint condition."
Seriously,
Oh,
after
God.
we're done, like 95% of my stuff would be thrown out if she would help me with that exercise. I just know it.
Sarah is watching the 19th day of the Backstreet Boys reunion tour right now. So she says, lucky for you, she's locked in the Backstreet Boys jail.
Mm.
Backstreet's back, all right.
So, Paul, what's new and
Largely.
exciting with you, my friend?
Man, not a heck of a lot. I was thinking about that before jumping on. I'm like, I got there's not a lot going on with me right now. It's been a pretty mellow weekend. I saw Ghostbusters. That was fun to go out and go watch a movie. And yeah, nothing like no big events. I'm not buying a house, not thinking about buying a house.
Were
It's
you a
pretty
big
mellow.
fan of the new Ghostbusters over there?
Listen, I'll be honest. I was not. I was like, it's fine. That's exactly what I was. Like, here's the thing. I was like, it's fine. I felt like if I criticized it, it would be like punching a corpse. Because after watching it, I was like, well, that movie kind of seemed like dead on arrival. Like, it just didn't really seem to have like a lot of life or a lot of fun in it. I was like, this is just kind of lying there. Nobody wants to poke a corpse unless you're in a movie called Stand By Me.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh, God.
So
I have not seen the movie yet. You can only see that in theaters, right? It's not on any of the streaming services, is it?
I think, yeah, I think so. And that's for me. Like, listen, I just felt like it wasn't like fun and playful, as fun and playful as I was hoping it would be. There's some really good acting. Paul Rudd's a delight. The female lead actress, she's fantastic. I don't know.
Well, that's the formula for Ghostbusters. It was a comedy first with brilliant CGI, and it was actually scary too. Like, that's the formula for Ghostbusters. So it sounds like they're not that exact formula.
Here's the thing that drives me nuts about Ghostbusters. Here's my hot take on Ghostbusters. I don't know the rules of ghosts, and I feel like they've never clearly laid them out to me. It's always like, oh, there's one chewing on something, and there's one over here. And I'm like, well, why is that one chewing on something? And why is that one over there? It's like, in Star Wars, I know good guys, bad guys. What do they want? What are they fighting with? But in Ghostbusters, I'm like, this is all just kind of like, they exist when they need to exist, and they're gone when they need, like, if for the story when they're gone. And I'm like, I just feel like I need some sort of more like, I don't know. I need more mythology. I need more like logical mythology to these ghosts and why they do what they do.
Good insight.
Very good
That's-
insight.
That's
I agree. I agree.
Jamie says, hashtag we need ghost rules 2021.
amen.
Here's a
Jamie,
tip.
let's write those.
For anyone who's writing movies, here's a tip for you, or investing in movies. If the story has a ghost in it, it will not premiere in China or Japan. Those are two no ghost countries. They forbid it in their culture. This is not going to happen. And Star Wars was going to have the ghosts, the ghost all in blue, and they were going to have lightning, force lightning from the ghost. It was going to be the most awesome display, and the Disney cut it because if they put that scene in the movie, they couldn't distribute it in China and get the China bucks from the huge audience over there. But yeah, ghosts, they do not play in the East at all.
Sarah says it doesn't come there until January. She's so sad. She is the biggest fan.
Spirited Away is full of ghosts. Did that premiere in China? I would bet it didn't, and if it did, that would be that would be an exception to the rule.
I think it's Japanese. I think it's a Japanese production company.
Ob says there is no ghost.
Well, Japan, I think, is even more afraid of ghosts than China, but they're both a risk. And when you're investing in a movie and you want to get a return through ticket sales, you've got to factor in the Far East markets, and that could cause you to cut out the force lightning from the ghosts from Return of the Jedi or whatever that last one was.
Caddyshack.
Crazy stuff.
I'm
I'm just trying to save your audience hundreds of millions of dollars if they're going to invest in these movies.
Jamie says rule number 1, if the ghost eats, it has to stay in the ghost's belly. Maybe. I don't know. She's got nothing.
Yeah. Paul brings up a good point.
I just wish I understood the logic of it all. I don't know. I'd find that very helpful. Hey, have you guys ever seen the movie Your Name? Since Sarah, I know you mentioned Spirited Away. Have you seen Your Name, which came out a few years ago?
I have
It's an
not.
anime film. Oh man, it's great. It's fantastic. It's a really lovely story.
Is it like a noir thing? Because I tried one of those noir things and it wasn't.
Sarah has seen that movie, and she
Oh,
She
loves
has
it.
seen Your Name.
Yeah, she loves it.
Oh, so good. Yeah, it's so good. No, it's not noir. It's they just use some really beautiful animation cell work. It's really really pretty.
okay. The plot: high school girl living in a rural town of Japan. Bored of the town, she wishes to be in Tokyo.
Don't read too much
Okay.
because it's yeah.
But I thought reading is fundamental.
It's it's better to go into this movie knowing nothing about it.
Where
Um,
can you see it? What platforms can you get it on?
that's oh, by the way, actually, that's a if you ever want to find out where something is playing, um, there's a great website called Just Watch. There's also an app, and you can just pop it in there, and it'll say like, okay, if you want to pay for it, these are the options you have. If you want to watch it for free, here's the subscriptions you need and what subscription you need. Just Watch is a really cool tool.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, justwatch.com. Is
It's
there a there's
man,
a search
it's
bar? Okay, there we go. Your name. I'm on it right now. Here,
Easy
it's a
says,
great
"I watched an orb leaving his dad when he died. He is still in denial about the existence of ghosts." And I will bring up the screen right now, which is over here. There we go. Hang on 1 second. There we go.
Okay, this is justwatch.com up here.
so it looks
And
like $3.99 on Google. Totally worth
oh,
it.
it even has the price comparisons. Hello.
Yeah.
Wow,
Here's my
$12.99 on
guarantee.
Apple TV. Get with it, Apple.
Here's my if you don't like it, I will Venmo you that $4. 'Cause
That
it
is
is
the
that
Burke
good.
money back guarantee, ladies
That
and
is the
gentlemen.
Burke money back guarantee.
Look,
If you
I'm
don't
in
like
a
it,
little window down here, John. John,
I-
you have very good production quality, my friend.
Thank you. I do what I can.
All right, I'm gonna come off of sharing now.
Yeah, and go back to 3 panel here and move you out
Did I
of the way.
stop sharing, or did you force me
Yeah,
not sharing?
I forced you out. I'm just gonna
Okay.
now. I'm gonna drop
Okay.
it. I'm gonna drop it
Hey,
like it's hot.
Rich.
It's gone. Rich is here. He says, "Hey guys, hey Rich, how are you? Hope you're doing
Hey,
well."
that's Rich Vibes. Hi, Rich. Didn't
And
see you
then
slip in.
the star with the most, the host with the most from yesterday, Sammy Superstar, is here tonight, and he says that he likes Mr. Burke's hair.
Oh, thank you. It's very flat right now.
Jamie says it's got the Burke seal of approval. The movie.
Mhm.
So.
Paul Venmo Paul's
Stamp.
twin brother LOAK. Oh, okay, no, that's spelling. Burke seal of approval. And
Yeah, it's got the Sarah,
and a
the
Sarah
Sarah
seal
and
of
Paul
approval.
Burke seal. Yeah.
Paul said he'll Venmo anyone in the audience, even if
Not
you watch
anybody.
the replay.
Everybody in the audience.
Matt. Yeah, even on the replay.
It's a
yeah.
triple money back guarantee. He will actually give you back triple your money back. That is
Oh my god.
the Burke
Oh my
seal of
God.
approval.
I'm gonna end up on the street being like, I'm ruined. Why did I say good things about that film?
Why did I make a promise like that?
Oh, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
A bunch of people trying to rip me off. Easy says
Green-
he loves the Green Mile.
Who was the director of that? That was what's Googling.
In Shawshank Redemption. Get busy living or get busy
Oh,
dying.
Darabont.
And
Oh.
Jamie asked if it's on Netflix. So Your Name I think pops up on Netflix every once in a while, but it is not currently there. So you just gotta pay for it.
Favorite VPN providers in the next hour.
Oh, boom! There you go. Get some NordVPN sponsor for today's show, and there you go, Jamie.
See, that's the
Get
one
into a
thing I don't
plan.
have. I was impressed with myself because I did get a VPN service and I hooked it into my router. Like I connected the router to the VPN. So everything connected to the router was automatically on the VPN. Like that takes some technical know-how. And I pulled it off, but everything was so slow. I
Mhm.
couldn't deal with it. I had to yank it.
It depends on where you're VPNing to. I think if
Yeah.
you're VPNing in the same sort of, I say, 100-mile radius, it's not that bad. If you're VPNing to, I don't know, Australia, that might be a problem.
It's just a shame because I pay for 1,000 up, 1,000 down. Like I've got optical to the curb, baby.
Oh, one
And
quick thing, Sarah. That's no slam against you. I'm just saying it's a long distance between here and Australia. You could VPN in Australia, it'd be perfectly fine. I'm just saying, just distance.
Australia is the farthest away you can get on the planet from where we live. You've got to go all the way to the other side of the globe to get there.
Bit of sad news. Rich just informed us
Ugh.
he's been in the QT this past week. His father passed away on Sunday.
Oh, so sorry, my friend.
I'm sorry, Rich.
That's
I'm
not
sorry,
cool.
Rich.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about
my
that.
condolences, my friend. Yeah, not good.
Maryland sending waves of strength and prayers your way, Rich.
Everybody's so positive and nice here. It's lovely.
Yep. Until we turn.
Until we turn, or
Until that
until we
moon
ask,
pops out, baby.
or until we ask about the Thanksgiving parade this year.
Oh, the Macy's parade?
Could be, or the Philadelphia parade.
That's the parade to watch.
Michelle,
I am
is
not
saying,
gonna
so
watch
sorry,
it.
Rich.
I'm not a parade watching person. I'm a go to the parade and watch in. That's the way I am with baseball. I like to watch baseball live. I don't necessarily always. I do, but I don't always like to watch it on TV. Same with parades.
The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is the parade of choice for Sammy Superstar. And Jamie says she's in the parade, but then just kidding. But that would be cool. I agree. I would definitely watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade if you're in the parade. Just saying.
I would only watch it if Jamie's in it. If there's a condition, she gets the wave correct, which is like this. This is the parade wave. It's not like this.
No.
It's not like that. It's like this.
I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody who waves like this. I think it's just a safe assumption. Like somebody who waves like that, you're
So, Jamie,
suspicious.
if you can
immediately.
promise me if you're ever in a parade and you'll do the wave correctly, then I will watch.
Just gotta show up with a sign that says "I'm afloat," and then follow behind.
That's pretty great.
And you know that's right, Ob. It is the Queen's wave, not Queen's like, "Hey, how you doing?" No, the but the Queen,
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth. Sammy says I might do something like that next year, and I would be the host.
Oh, is Sammy gonna do his own parade? The Superstar Parade?
The Superstar Parade of Jersey City, Hoboken. Where is it?
The
Please.
live streamer parade of Hoboken.
Sammy, please just get a bunch of Legos together, like a little Lego sets, and then just set up cameras along that Lego set, and then just do your own personal parade. That would be delightful, Sammy.
Sponsored by New Jersey Transit. Going your way.
It's one person walking down the street holding putting a rod up and down.
Get out of my freaking way! I got a pole over you. No.
Yeah.
Easy says I like Forrest Gump's wave when he was standing on the boat.
But see that you got to really commit to that wave.
It does take a large level of commitment, doesn't it?
I feel like you also have to have the right facial expression. Like I feel like it all comes together in this beautiful Robert Zemeckis moment where
Yeah, I think your inspiration, your motivation in the back of your mind is, I love you, Jenny. You got to think that way, and then you go with that. Jenny says, lucky for you, Matt, she made a splint in her rehab class today that would make her hands stay in that perfect wave position.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Good
Rich, we love
stuff.
you, man. And you get talking about, as you were saying, Paul. This is such a great community here. We love you. We love you very much, and
Yeah, you didn't kill the mood. You're all good, man.
we're thinking of you, bro. We definitely are. Now I got.
So what else should we talk
Now I'm
about?
thinking of Forrest Gump meets the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Now I got that stuck in my head.
What's everybody gonna do with the long holiday weekend?
Did you take a bonus day off tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. Good for you, man.
Nice.
Well, my calendar is completely open. No one's working, so even if I do show up to work, I'm not gonna. It's gonna be an easy day at work.
Oh, congratulations, Jamie. Jamie's 18 months sober. Shameless plug, as y'all would say.
Hey,
Jamie, all
congrats.
18 months.
Nice
Congratulations.
job.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Good job.
All right.
Huge.
I
I don't really have many plans this weekend. Gonna go cut down a Christmas tree on Friday.
You're cutting it down
and-
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You get
It's
down
a
video.
family tradition. No, I don't think we're gonna get it on video. It'd be a pretty boring video. But we go to the same place every year and just kind of wander around and ultimately realize the one we saw in the first 5 minutes was the one we should have cut down. And yeah, it's fun. It's a good time.
Do you want to borrow my chainsaw? I gave my chainsaw. I sold my chainsaw to a one of those companies that do like the haunted hay rides. They're going to take the blade
Oh.
off and scare people with it. But I kept the case. I kept this big plastic chainsaw case. I've been tripping over it for years. I went to move the case. I'm like, this is heavy. I opened it up and there was a chainsaw in the case. I have no idea how it got there. I sold my chainsaw on Craigslist. The guy was on my porch testing it out. I got the money in hand. And years later,
Take it
Ghost
out.
chain-
See if another one shows up.
there you go. I could have a chainsaw
They
printing
multiply.
machine.
Yeah.
You get the Haas House of Chainsaws. Now with 5
like the-
locations to serve you better.
It's like the golden goose, but with chainsaws.
That's right.
If I have 3 of them, maybe I can juggle them.
Sammy's agreeing with me. He says live stream it. So you should think about it.
Well, I might. Okay, so I might. Maybe I'll record some of it. I definitely can't live stream it. Like it's trash signal where it's like back in the woods and stuff like that. But maybe I could record some of it. So
Jamie's cracking up saying, haha, oh my god, mysterious chainsaws.
I can't make this stuff up. I told
That
my
is
wife,
weird.
I'm like, look, something happened. She's like, what'd you do now? I'm like, I
Better to
spawned
live stream it and
chainsaws.
have it documented. So funny. See, now Sammy's just asking for too much. Now he says live stream it and also play Jackbox
in the middle of the woods.
in the middle of the woods.
Sammy,
Give
how
them
about
an
this?
inch,
Why don't
they
we play?
take a mile.
Sammy, let's play hide and seek. I'll leave the camera in one spot, and then I will go hide. And Sammy, if you can find me within 3 minutes, $100 to you, Sammy.
Oh, see.
And double your money back.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can say for every $1 super chat, I'll give 1 whack of the axe. How much would it take to actually chop it down? I need another $10 super chat. I think a $10 super chat will do it. We got to bring this puppy down.
Is that like that pat
Guess
of the
not,
back
guys.
you always
Guess we're gonna
say?
leave this
You
tree
just
up here.
pat and whack of the axe.
Mhm.
All right, let's talk about Ghost, Matt.
I don't know what else to say. Someone's delivering me chainsaws that I have no idea how they got there.
Could be the mafia. Jamie says you guys are funny.
Well,
How am I funny? Funny like,
Like a
the comedian?
clown?
Do I amuse you? How am I funny?
Get your shine box, Johnny.
Go home and get your shine box.
You mother effer.
I'm just busting his horns. He's getting freaking fresh. See, I'm cleaning up. I could just do the foul mouth version because, hey, everybody knows the words. Stuart says, need a dull axe to raise money. LOL.
That's pretty great.
And then Sammy says, when question, what are your thoughts on a floppy disk?
Well, only things that can fit in 1.4 megabytes.
Yeah.
I've
They serve a
got
purpose.
stacks of floppy disks. I wonder what's on them. I should figure that out.
One of my favorites, easy. Love that movie. Everything stops when Goodfellas is on.
I'm gonna feed you
Everything
to the
stops.
lions. He's a good fella.
You know, it's funny because even the food in that movie, like I see the sausage in the ring on the grill. It's like, okay, I'm watching a movie. I'm watching a movie because I see sausage in a ring on a grill. Oh, come on.
I need to watch that movie again. It's been a long time.
It's a great movie.
I remember
It
in
was a good
jail
movie.
they were slicing the
Razor thin.
garlic
Razor
with a
thin.
razor. Yeah.
You eat good in prison when the mafia's there. That's how it works. That's how it works.
I remember the 5 1/4 inch floppies and then the 3 1/2 inch floppies in the plastic case. And then there were the double density floppies. See, we had a couple Macintoshes, and the old one wouldn't accept all the discs because all the newer ones were the double density.
The 288s, right? Double density?
Yeah, 512s. I
Or
don't.
five carried
Who
one?
knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Sammy,
And
do you
then-
collect floppy disks as well? I'm curious now. I know he collects Apple products like any Apple product.
I
Oh,
was on
okay.
eBay looking for the Mac 2Cs, and I found one for $2.99 that's inoperable. I was like, it would be cool to have
$2.99?
a 9-inch black and white Apple computer, Apple 2C, Apple Macintosh 2C. Was it? Yeah, it was Apple Macintosh.
Jamie hasn't thought about floppy disks in many, many moons. And yet Sammy has 10,000s of floppy
Oh,
disks.
I've got floppy disks. I've got zip disks. Do you remember zip
Oh
disks?
my God, zip disks.
iOmega was the company. Hey, I have
iOmega.
been named in a class action lawsuit because I owned an iOmega zip disk, and there was a feature where it went clunk, 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 and then it would damage the disks. And here's the thing. I could collect 25 cents if I put my name forward to the lawyer. So I have 25 cents of unclaimed royalties out there.
So does this guy. Sammy has a lot of zip disks. A lot of zip disks. A lot of disks. Floppy disks.
You know what I could
lot
see? I could see Sammy being one of those guys who buys storage units and cracks them
Storage
open.
Wars.
Yeah, Sammy, like so many things, Sammy, about like old equipment and everything. I feel like you could like buy a couple storage units, tear through them, price it out, sell it on eBay, and you could probably do pretty well for yourself. You know a lot of things.
He's got a Maxwell Macintosh zip disk, Sammy. Is that today's special value? Is that on Easy Pay? Can you let us know?
There was a floppy disk that's much bigger. It was like the size of a vinyl record, like one of the first floppy disks that ever came out. And I was watching a
8 1/4?
special where they have the intercontinental ballistic missiles, for the defense system of the United States. And one of the machines ran on those large 9-inch floppy disks.
Happy
And it was
Thanksgiving,
Like
Sammy.
still
Take care of yourself.
runs on it.
Still active. It was an active site. And
That's crazy.
I don't know if it ran on it, but there was some operation where you had to use that disk. I don't know what the operation was, but yeah, that was scary. Some of that equipment.
The ICBMs on the line there. That's a bit daunting.
ICBMs. I also watched a special where they were making the parts for inside, and the special was moving items that are all one piece, so you don't have to bolt them together because that's a fail point. Like you could make pliers and just stamp up pliers out of something, and then the thinness and stuff like that. Anyway, there was some sort of mechanism that takes two discs with holes in them, and then when the holes line up, then the laser beam can pass through both of them and then bad things happen if the sensor senses a laser beam and it goes off. And they're like, you need to design this mechanical mechanism to last for 60 years. And it has to still perform 60, because you build these things and you don't want to. I have an engineering mind, as you can tell. I find this stuff fascinating.
Real quick, good night, Jamie. Thanks for hanging out.
Yes.
I saw
Good
that
night,
she-
Jamie. Have a happy and healthy Thanksgiving if I don't talk to you tomorrow, for sure. I tried to embed that in there, but thank you, Jamie, for showing up, and you have a happy and healthy holiday.
Yep. Hope her hand's okay. She said she had that stint and therapy and all that stuff. That if I would be beside myself if I had a hand injury. My life would irrevocably change.
Well, with all the woodworking you do and everything.
Piano, woodworking. Yeah.
Computer, yeah.
Yikes.
It would devastate me. So I'm very careful.
Telling people to get off your lawn. I mean, come on.
I'm not a curmudgeon yet, John. Not yet.
Okay. Just saying. Get the freak off my
I'm
lawn.
not ruling it out in the future. I'm pretty easy-go-lucky so far.
I play all these piano tunes. I could bust your hand against that piano. You know what I'm saying? That's
I got some tunes ready to go. I'm gonna film tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do on my day off. Is I'm gonna get on Piano Awesome, and I'm gonna do Stairway to Heaven,
there you go.
and I'm gonna do some Christmas carols. I'm gonna do Carol of the Bells, which
Carol
is
of the Bells. Is that
Ding,
Ding Fries Are Done? That's right.
Ding, fries are done. Ding,
That's
fries are done. And this is fun on the piano because da 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 da. It's just you press all the keys going up with one black key. There's one black key stuck in. It's a fun riff that you can do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Stuart's asking for a teaser.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that a thing? Are we doing that? I don't know.
I
if
mean,
I'm-
hey, I mean, it's just if I press this little button over here, you got this. But then if I do this, then it's the three of us again. But if I do this, it's you. See what I'm saying?
it would
Anything
take-
goes Tuesday
right.
before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It would take 5 minutes to set up. I don't know if you want to do that. Vote on it if you want me to do that or not.
Let us know in the comments.
Let us know.
Should Matt go across the street and beat the crap out of someone for no reason? Let us know.
I usually need some kind of reason to beat the crap out of someone.
It's Tuesday. Works.
Yeah.
Oh, so on Tuesday, I had a very nerdy moment, and it was delightful.
Ooh,
Um,
do tell.
Did you guys ever play? And I think I might have mentioned this before. Have you guys ever played Magic: The Gathering? Because it goes back like 25 years.
I know a lot about it. Never
Yeah,
played it.
yes.
Okay. Well, so I got back into it recently, and a new set came out, and I was like, I'm gonna buy a box. I've never bought a box. I've only bought packs of Magic cards before, and a box is 36 packs. So I was like, I'm gonna buy a box. So I did, and then and I told a friend, he's like, oh man, I'll go half in on that box if you want, and we can open it together. So on Tuesday night, like a couple of cool cats, we sat played epic fantasy music, your classic Game of Thrones, all the other music, as we're opening cards and being like, I got a vampire card, it offers a +1/+1 on fighting and defense. Like, it was and I was like, it's so funny because part of my brain was like, this is so nerdy, and the other part of my brain that wasn't like judging was like, you love it and you love this hardball, and it was fun. It was very fun. And we were showing each other art, like, look at this piece of art's incredible.
It's like a frosted
Pretty
mini
fun.
wheat. The
Mhm.
sensible side of me appreciates the shredded wheat, but the kid in
It
me
was.
loves the frosted wheat on the flip side.
The kid in me loved opening those packs of Magic cards. So very silly. Good times though, man. That was fun.
Maryland's a
Yeah.
fan. Yes, yes,
There you
yes,
go.
yes. And
Maryland?
Except for me.
And going back to the piano, go for it. So
All right, I'm gonna set it up. I
3
won't be able
people.
to talk
Yeah.
to you while I set it up, so you'll have to keep the conversation
All right.
going.
Well, good luck with that.
Oh God, we have to talk. What are we gonna say? What are we gonna
What are we
say?
talking about?
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
like, it's really.
I
How about
guess.
those Knicks?
Oh, good. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. My local Sacramento Kings are in the news only because they're a trash fire
Mhm.
and they fired their coach. So not great. Oh man, did you see LeBron James just smack the hell out of that guy?
Suspended 1 game for that, while the other guy
That
got
was
suspended 2 games.
I saw the video of him just going like crazy trying to get to LeBron, like just losing his mind. And then I saw him get hit and I was like, I don't blame the guy. I would lose it too. Like it was hard. Like that was a brutal hit. So
Speaking of
I don't
sports
know.
talk, I kind of talked about a really good impression that you do before you jumped on the program before, or right now actually.
Who does?
I said that you do a really good Jim Rome impression. Because we were talking about radio and also live streamers that kind of celebrate how good a segue they do. You know, it's, oh, that was a great segue. That was a fantastic segue. And Jim Rome.
Welcome to the jungle.
That's right. That's right.
No, I used to listen to Jim Rohn all the time, so much, because one of my high school teachers listened to Jim Rome's, and I just idolized the high school teacher, so I started listening to him as well. And yeah, like, welcome to the jungle. My name is Jim Rome. Yeah, like, oh my gosh.
That was an excellent open. That was a fantastic, extraordinary open. Jim Rome, welcome to the jungle.
I don't know, man. He has the best producers because he gets access to so many big names. It blows my mind. Like when I watch other sports, like listen to other sports hosts and stuff, and they have like, you know, they have guests, but not like guests. Like Jim Rome, man, like his entire career, he just got access. Did you know how he got big? Was like didn't like a tennis pro like hit him in the face or something?
Yeah. Well, he called Chris Everett, and then said, "Don't call me Chris again." And then he said, "Okay, Chris." And then Steve just jumped over. That's back when he was on ESPN too.
Oh man, how funny! Like that's what puts you on the map.
In the early days of ESPN2, like ESPN2 is trying to find a format. So they had, Jim Rome on. They had, so.
Oh, I didn't know it was on ESPN. That's interesting.
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's really interesting.
Matt Haas is ready for a presentation. We're gonna go over to Matt Haas. Piano awesome.
Oh, Matt Haas.
Let's hope it's copyright free.
And if it's not, we're all going to jail.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Matt Haas Live.
Special holiday edition of Matt Haas.
All Haas, all the time. Look at him work those keys. His iPad just fell, but it does not distract him. He continues to soldier on.
Soldiering on like the piano artist that he is.
This goddamn champion of the piano keys.
Oh,
Ooh.
Matt Haas, ladies and gentlemen.
Tickling the ivories and pleasing our hearts.
It's much harder to do
tickling
live.
the ivories and tickling our souls.
Oh, tickling the ivories and pleasuring each and every one of us.
And on that,
That's not right.
I will go and show one of the highlights of Candy Lane, and that of the Ferris wheel at Hershey Park.
Okay.
Wrong thing. Didn't mean to go to. Didn't mean to end it. Oof.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay, Paul Burke will be right back. Right after this. Now Matt's playing Stairway to Heaven on Piano Awesome on VF Talks.
Something like that.
That was fantastic. Stairway to Heaven, Matt Haas, ladies and gentlemen, here
Yeah.
on Piano Awesome on VF Talks.
Trying.
man,
I think when I make these recordings, it's going to be on my MIDI keyboard, not my piano. So we'll see.
You're not going to go in the back and use your Steinway?
So that's what I want to give people hints of what to buy me. I'm like, I wear a size Steinway grand piano. Oh, excuse me, a Steinway concert grand piano.
Right. Gotta get this correct. Concert grand piano, Steinway.
I love that. Yamaha makes a upright piano that is both fully analog. It's like a full analog with the strings and everything, and it's also a computer as well.
Marilyn could feel your nerves, Matt.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then Stuart's asking for Freebird.
I think I have it.
Because there's one in every audience, isn't there? Freebird! Play Freebird! You know, Paul, when you do your routine, everybody's asking for Freebird, right?
All the time.
All
I'm
the
like,
time.
can I get a word? It's just free bird and inappropriate other words. You want to lose hope in humanity quickly, do an improv show and ask them to throw out a suggestion. You'll be like, this world is I have no hope.
There's no hope.
There's no hope.
Freebird
Easy
maybe.
/ Ob says, I was trying to understand your video how you can work with YouTube's algorithm by putting in a certain code. Could not understand.
Oh, was that to me? Question
that's
to
to
me?
you. And then the question is, where do you type that code into?
By putting in a certain code. No, there's no code that you can enter somewhere on the interface that makes the algorithm be better for you. I don't think.
If you put in the right code, though, it sends the nukes. So you gotta be careful about
Algorithm by putting in the certain code.
Do you mean like keywords? Like,
Tell me what the title of my video was that I created, and might jog my memory.
that. And Rich just asked, did you play Stairway to Heaven?
I did very poorly, yes. Only the right hand. I didn't play the left hand.
Well, hey, whatever works for you.
Treble clef.
Hey, whatever gets you through tonight, as they say, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you. Appreciate it. Be here all night.
Tip your waitresses.
Tip them twice. Easy says, I have to look. Something I should have done before I asked a question. Well, hey, that's, yeah.
You can put... there's a couple tips that I believe are like
Children
cheat
are a
codes. And that is to put red arrows in the thumbnail or red circles in the thumbnail, because people are like a moth to a flame. They're like, I gotta see more about whatever the heck is circled in red or whatever is being pointed to by an arrow. That can help you with the algorithm.
Also, a code that you should enter is a link to Awesome Wood Things. That will get you so many follows, and YouTube loves it. So be sure to put Awesome Wood Things and the venture forward links, those will blow up the algorithm.
Well, YouTube was thinking about a new slogan. It would be called YouTube, home of awesome wood things and the venture forward.
There you go. It's a perfect
Yeah.
slogan, if you ask me. Rich says, really, with what is going on, don't worry, I'm just messing. LMAO.
Oh, hey, Rich, come on. I love you, brother. Can't say anything to me that'll cheese me off.
And
I like how
Laura
easy
over on
said-
YouTube says, hello. Hey, Laura, how are you tonight?
Oh, hey, Laura.
Hello, hello.
Champion marathon runner. Very impressive. I like how Easy said he's going to be right back. That's very polite. That's very like.
Easy, we'll be right back right after these
That
messages.
is stream etiquette right there, ladies and gentlemen.
An honor. A gentleman with an officer and all that stuff. Yeah. Rich says, you guys crack me up. Hey, thank you, Rich. We appreciate that. Even on Tuesdays, we do our best.
Even on Tuesdays.
Even on Tuesdays.
And
Twice
what are
on
we doing
Tuesday.
streaming on a Tuesday? What's up with that?
It's Thanksgiving week over here.
Gotcha. It's all good for me.
And I don't know if there's going to be a show on Friday, so we're doing it tonight. That's fine.
There you go.
Yeah, figured.
But there might be one on Friday. Don't know. The closing credits don't say it, but there might be one on Friday, and maybe there's not.
Oh,
But there is a shameless plug I want to put up real quick. If I could take 30 seconds out.
it's your show, sir. Go, do your thing.
Next Thursday, December 2nd, I'm doing the 4th Ask Me Anything in this Venture
Oh.
Forward series. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them in advance. Send them to theventureforward@gmail.com, or you can ask them live in chat because it will be live. Thursday night, December 2nd, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. Ask Me Anything, number 4.
Good deal.
So Easy says 3 years ago you made a top secret video and the title is YouTube Algorithm Secret Revealed Actual Code.
Oh, that was a joke video. Oh, that's a fun video I did. I strung people along and then
Still
the
are,
punchline
apparently.
hit. Yeah, that was something. Let me pull that one up. It
says-
only takes like a minute and a half to play.
Rich says, do one on Friday. I'll tell you if I might, and if I don't, then, I apologize in advance. Easy says, was that a joke, mate? And he's like, WTF. And Stuart asks, whose of you guys is hosting Thanksgiving dinner over here? I threw in the over here because it sounds like I should have thrown in an over here. So I threw in an over here. So who's hosting Thanksgiving dinner over here?
Over here.
I'm going to Thanksgiving dinner, not over here. Paul, how about you? What are you doing for Thanksgiving dinner?
I'm going to Thanksgiving dinner, not here,
Over there,
so I'm not hosting.
not over here.
Not over here.
No. Matt,
No.
how about you? Thanksgiving is over here or is over there?
Friday is when we're eating turkey and celebrating in the Haas house.
Oh, so Thursday's an off day.
Off day, yeah.
Thursday you're capturing the turkey for Friday consumption.
Yeah.
A
I
little
was
weird.
at Giant today, and they gave me a coupon for a free turkey.
Oh, Giant.
We
Good
already
bargain.
have a turkey.
Easy says Australian and cheesesteak. Well, a cheesesteak sounds better than turkey if you ask me, especially some of the turkeys I've seen and experienced. Unless you like a hint of, I don't know, salmonella. Hey, just saying. Over here. Spells it correctly. Over here. Over here, over there. Over here. Now over here. Over there. Oh boy. Oh,
I
boy.
think that funny video was on Awesome Fun Things. I don't think it was on All Things YouTube. Was it?
Mm.
That was back in 1979.
Huh. Or
Easy
was it
seven-
on Was it on Awesome Wood Things? It might have been.
It was on. It was on AOL.
I'm trying to find it.
It was on
Sorry,
your old Prodigy account.
I'm bringing the show down, trying to find
No, you're
this.
not.
Sorry. Oh, I found it. It's on awesome. It's on Awesome Wood Things of all places.
Austin asks, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Austin, good evening. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the program. Hey Austin, are you having Thanksgiving dinner over there? Or over here? Let us know.
Do you want me to share this video?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Now, here's the thing. When I share the video, if either of you two talk, it will be a reverb. It's just the way my audio setup is.
Nice.
But
I'll be quiet.
No, I'll be very loud.
Hello, Austin.
Whoops. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Rich. That's awesome. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Got the songs I asked for.
This is a gag video, by the way. It's 2.5 minutes. I'm sorry for the length, but it's gonna be funny. It'll be funny. Okay, here we go. I have a secret. It's about the YouTube algorithm. You know what everyone's talking about, the YouTube algorithm? I know what it is. And not just on a conceptual level, I know the actual code of the YouTube algorithm. And I'm going to tell you what it is. Well, not only that, I'm going to show you how to write the code of the YouTube algorithm. Even if you've never written code before, it will really help you understand what it is so you can be successful on YouTube. Let me call up my code editor. I'll show you the YouTube algorithm. All right, here we go. We start by creating a function for the algorithm. Everything between these two brackets will become the YouTube algorithm. I'll add an if statement here. This is just a condition that could be met. I will put some generic variables in here and we'll go back and fill this in later. We're just trying to get to the result. The result is what we're looking for. Success. Success is the result we're looking for. I'll use the $sign emoji. Success equals true. There are actually two things the algorithm is looking for. So I'll get rid of this single variable and put some parentheses to hold these two things. The first is click-through ratio plus average view duration. Those two things need to equal something. Well, as a matter of fact, they need to not equal something. I'll use the shit emoji. Click-through ratio plus average view duration should not equal shit. If that's the case, then success will equal true. But some people say, Matt, your code's not elegant. Okay, fine. We'll put in an else statement. And if the first condition isn't met, success equals false and feelings equal ball baby pissy pants. There you go. The YouTube algorithm. I know that was kind of fun, but it really is that simple. All right. Now I probably shouldn't be able to hear it.
We don't hear it anymore. Nope.
I need clarity. Did you say ball baby pissy pants?
Ball baby pissy pants. Yep. Yeah.
Ball baby pissy.
Ball baby pissy pants.
Success equals false and ball baby pissy pants equals true.
Stretch me out, JV. There we are.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah, that's the YouTube algorithm right there. It's that simple. A few lines of code.
You can't. It's just that simple.
Just that simple.
Yeah, let me share the URL because you'll never find it. It's buried on Awesome Wood Things.
Oh, I did it again. Hang on a sec. Sorry about that.
Ooh, I'm not an admin on my Awesome Fun Things account. I can't put that URL in there. Darn it. I have to switch over to my.
Stuart's asking a question from before. Hey, how is Matt's candy cane empire doing?
Oh, I have news for you. Oh shoot. I have 30 candy canes. I'm selling them in groups of 6, so there's 5 bundles of 6. I sold one, $90 a
Nice.
bundle, and I'm in the red because I'm still out money for the materials. So if I sell a second one, I will be partially profitable with that income. And if I sell all of them, I'll have about $300 some profit. But
That made 9 cents.
I don't know. And I had 8 people chime in that wanted them, and one of the 8 purchased.
Austin's going to the BMV tomorrow to take his driver's test.
Oh, cool. Good luck, man.
Good luck, buddy.
If you fail the first time, don't worry. Many people who have been on this show have failed it the first time. So, but I know you, Austin. You're going to nail it tomorrow. So, go for it.
I still remember the question I got wrong on the written exam. I was like, darn it, I knew the right answer, but I didn't go with my gut.
Austin's got the right contacts. Stay off the Indiana roads. That's exactly one of the questions.
Yeah. Thank God they make you drive with a competent driver for, I think it's now a whole year. In Pennsylvania, you used to have the Cinderella license is what they called it. We have to be with a competent driver in the passenger seat for 6 months, but they extended it to a year. And I thank God that exists, because my son was doing some things he shouldn't have done, and good thing I was there to say, don't do that again. You know? Like his first time he turned right on red light, right through the intersection. I was like, whoa! He's, Dad, I turned on red. I'm like, you have to treat it like a stop sign. You have to come to a stop and then go. You just can't blow through it. He had no idea.
You have to be very gentle with the red light. Just getting to know the red light. That's all. Austin said for us, it's 6 months and 50 hours, 10 at night in Indiana.
Yeah. I almost failed my motorcycle riding test because some of my classmates, we rode our bikes to the class. And when the class was over, it was dusk. And then the next day he says, Matt, and then 5 other people, I should fail you all now, because when you went home last night, you rode home and it was dusk, and you're not allowed to ride at dusk until you have your license. I was like, oh, please don't fail me. He didn't.
You lose. And
here's the thing about a motorcycle license. Once you get it, it's yours for life. It never goes away. I've got an M on my license. It's funny. The last bike I rode, my coworker came. Her name's Connie, and it was Connie's motorcycle, and it was pearl white, and it had Betty Boop on the gas tank. So here I am riding a Betty Boop motorcycle.
That's great.
I'm confident in my manhood. I'll ride a Betty Boop motorcycle if I want to.
Stuart says, biker Matt Haas. Interesting. That's, yeah.
I had a Yamaha crotch rocket when I was little, when I was younger.
Oh, cool.
Those machines are they're death. I mean, it's a missile. You're strapping yourself to a missile.
Right by your crotch rocket.
I was on the highway, and there was, you know how like when a tire explodes, like all the tread is connected. Like there was a tire, and it was kind of looped over, kind of flopped over on itself. And I was like, I can't go left. I can't go right. I was like, I'm just going to have to hit this tire on my bike. And I went, bloop, bloop. Luckily, nothing happened, but I was.
It also sounds like.
I fell off if I'd try to go around it.
Same sound as going to Taco Bell. Bloop. Easy says, when I was out there drinking and that is it, no more drinking, it's over. Then I relapsed and heard the words, you lose, please try again. Betty Boop motorcycle.
No, my motorcycle days are over. Unless someone has dirt bikes. Dirt bikes are so much fun because they're two-stroke engines. And I don't know if you know anything about two-stroke engines.
Where's the innuendo music, Paul? Rich is right. Crotch rocket. Sexual innuendo music. Oh, we can't hear
I can't
it.
play it. I know. That's unfortunate.
I love when Paul puts that on and he goes like this with his head.
I wish. Let's try to.
Yeah, my motorcycle came with a little kit that you can store in it, and it had a wrench, a screwdriver, and something else. And when I sold it, I didn't have the kit, and the guy was like, "Where's the kit?" I'm like, "Oh, darn it, I don't have it." I'm like, "Just buy it without the kit." And then years later, I found the kit, so I have the wrench and the screwdriver from my old motorcycle.
We can do what we did with Tina. Brr. Austin says, there it is. Boom. Oh, yeah.
Paul, can I give you a programming suggestion? Unsolicited programming suggestion. Oh, he's muted. When you play that sound and you bob your head, look directly into the lens when you do it.
Oh
It's
yeah,
so
that
much
is
better.
that is the
Because
best.
if you do this, looking off camera, it's not the same as if you're looking right in the lens.
Oh,
That's
it
true.
becomes the Night at the Roxbury theme music with a crotch rocket. Thanks, Easy.
All right, guys, I love you. I got to bounce. This is always fun. Hope
Paul,
have a
thank you,
wonderful
man.
Thanksgiving.
Good
You
night,
have a
Paul.
happy and healthy holiday,
All right.
sir.
Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Take care, man.
Don't do anything John wouldn't do. Bye.
Right. Oh, man. Ladies and gents, Matt with his crotch rocket.
That's a fun bike, man. That was
And
a
Marilyn
fun
says,
bike.
they have driver's ed here you must take.
Well, here's the thing. Other words of wisdom.
Mm.
And this especially goes for Austin because he's getting his license. Everyone getting their driver's license for a car should also take the course to ride a motorcycle, whether or not you ever plan to own a motorcycle, because there was so much more material in the motorcycle course that just applies to just road safety, car or motorcycle. Everyone should take the course to ride a motorcycle and get your Class M license, whether you ever plan on riding a motorcycle ever again. It was a very informative and useful course. The material should be in the driver's course, and it's not. There's a lot of cool things. Where to put yourself on the road, how to take turns. It's not how to do it on a bike. It's just, and a lot of things like where you look. Here's a tip for driving. I'll get off this topic because it's not the most exciting topic. But
No, you got solo here. Go for it.
whenever you're operating a vehicle, car or motorcycle, and there's obstacles ahead, you look where the clear path is, and your body, your mind will move your arms and make you position the vehicle on the clear path. You don't want to look at the carnage. You want to look the path where you want to go. It's just a psychological thing, and it works. Also, second tip. Okay, I said I would give you one. Here's a bonus tip. If you're coming to an intersection and there's a car gonna cross this way, now when you're in your vehicle moving, everything's moving around you in perspective, because, you're in a moving car, you're coming to an intersection, your car's moving. It's very hard to tell if that car that's stopped is lurching forward or not. Now, if you were standing still, you could tell, but you're driving forward. It's very hard to tell if a car is making subtle forward motion. The tip is look at the tires. You can perceive the tire rolling on the ground. So when you're in the motorcycle class, they tell you when you're coming up on the intersection, don't look at the car in general to try and perceive if it's lurching forward where it's not supposed to. Look at the tire, and if you see the tire rotate. So these are two of many things a motorcycle course will teach you.
Stuart asks, do you own a pair of leather chaps?
All chaps are assless. So,
Oh, man. And then also he asks, any tattoos, Matt? You have any tattoos?
Just the battleship on the back.
There you go.
No, I don't.
Austin also reminds us, don't do anything Rex wouldn't do.
Well, since he'll do everything, that doesn't give you much to go on.
Austin says, too many roundabouts. There's a town in Indiana called Carmel, and they have about 136 roundabouts. Yeah. Easy says it's like induced vertigo going round and round and round and round.
Did you see? Here's an animated GIF where a guy's coming to the roundabout and he just goes straight into it. He crashes into the centerpiece and his car goes like 40 feet in the air. I was like, holy shit. Oh, man.
Oh, God. Round and round and round and round. I still want to get a trike. That's on the list. That's on the list for next year. I want to get a trike. I've done all this work. I want to get a trike.
Well, you gotta have a Class M license for it. Do you have a Class M license?
I gotta get that too.
You have to get that too? Well, take the course. They're cheap. It's fun. It's like 2 days in class and 5 or 6 days on the course. Yeah. Month and a half, you'll have your license.
And then 5 years later, I'll have a trike. Easy says, ha ha ha, Austin. So the appointment that Austin has is at 3 o'clock tomorrow. So we will wish you the best, Austin, tomorrow as you take your exam.
I will finish all my errands before 3.
And then, hide in my panic room.
Oh, also there's another driving tip, because I remember in driver's ed in high school, there was a class that you could take, and the guy was taking us out, and there was this one stop sign in the town that says stop unless right turn. And the students would come up and they would stop at that stop sign, and then they would turn right. And it was like, why'd you do that? It was a stop sign. It says unless right turn. He would penalize you because you're supposed to keep going. Like that's the opposite of most situations.
Matt, this is the only state I've ever seen that in. And there are plenty of those stop except right turn signs around here in Chester County.
Okay. Yeah.
Easy says, being drunk and looking at the ceiling while you're laying on bed. Hated those. Well, there you go. Also, Easy says, one other driving tip, R means racing. R means race, rather.
If the stop sign has a white border, it's optional.
That's right. Stop unless what, Austin asks.
Stop unless right turn. Or maybe it's like right turn, keep moving.
Yeah,
I think it's
stop except right turn.
verbiage on the sign.
Yeah. So the way they have it in Pennsylvania is there's a stop sign, and underneath it in just white on black, or black on white, says except right turn, which there are plenty of those in Chester County.
Yep.
But you go to Jersey, you go to Connecticut, you go to New York, you won't see those. Pennsylvania, though, all over the place.
Do you know what Jersey does right? Is they have the
Nothing.
only right. They have the the right turns only with the jug handles, and then you
Mhm.
go under the road, and so there's no stoplights on the freeway. It's just that is the way to do it.
Some people think that's great, but you go down New Jersey 46 and you're wondering where the hell can I make a left turn, and I can't make a left turn, and they have
Can't
those
make
no
left
left
turns.
turns. Can't do it.
No left turns. Or, well, the opposite is that is Route 30 in York, where they
Mm.
have 14 stoplights on an interstate, which is the dumbest thing. What's a route? Route 30.
US 30.
US
Lincoln
30.
Highway.
Stoplights. Should not have stoplights. But they do because it's York, and York is stupid.
The more you know. York is stupid except for the state fair. I love the state fair in York.
And famous hot wiener.
Yes. So that's two things they do right. Everything else,
Two things they did right.
everything else
I
is
shouldn't say that. York has a lot of endearing qualities. I just experienced the inner city for years when I went to college, and I would rather not repeat that.
So to rewind for 1 second, you're not doing Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving?
No, Tracy works. My wife is a healthcare worker, and she's scheduled, so we're doing it the day after. Hey, it's life, baby.
You
It's
gotta
not
go
the
to
end of the world.
You gotta go to Wawa and get a gobbler or something. Gotta do something for Thanksgiving.
No plans that are different. It's gonna be a normal day at the Haas house. I'll be home with the puppy. I'll feed my puppy turkey. How about that?
You go to Wawa, get your dog a gobbler. There you go.
I can get a free turkey at Giant. They gave me a coupon today. Actually, she says, "Do you want your?" She was mumbling. Like, I can't hear people who mumble. I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Hold on." I'm like, "What? What now? I just want to leave." And she's punching in numbers on the machine, and she hands me this. I'm like, "Oh, you said free turkey." I'm like, "Okay." I had no idea what she said. See, this is the thing when you're going deaf. Sometimes you're just like, yeah, you don't even perceive what people are telling you.
She's gonna give you a free Tesla.
I want a shirt that says, "No mumblers allowed. Speak the F up." Speak up.
Yeah. So you're gonna have your
Enunciate.
Thanksgiving on Friday.
Oh, look at this thing Austin put down.
My teacher and I debated whether chess was a sport or not, and before I say my opinion, I want to hear yours.
Yes. I say yes.
If you
It's a
could say,
competition.
yeah,
It
if you
has
say,
rules. There's a winner. Yeah, it's a sport.
if you think poker is a competition, yeah, I'll agree with that too. It's a game of the mind, absolutely. Easy says chess is a great relaxing game.
Let's look at the Webster's definition of sport. Maybe there's a physical component to it.
Well, yeah, it's full
An
combat.
activity involving physical exertion and skill. Oh, maybe it's not.
Uh-oh. Austin says, thank
In
you. I
which an
agree, it's a sport.
individual or team competes against another for entertainment. I guess the answer is no. I revoke.
Full contact chess. It's got to be wrestling involved.
Oh, there's a verb. Amuse oneself or play in a lively, energetic way. Nah, still.
The National Olympic Committee classifies it as a sport, according to Austin.
Oh, well then, hey, who am I to judge?
Hey, you know, Austin, if you want to call it a sport, I tell you, hey, it's a sport. Go for it. Easy says chess has been recognized as a sport by the IOC since 2000. It was an event at the Asian Games in 2006 in Doha and again in Guangzhou in 2010.
Well, my first answer was it was, so I should have went with my gut.
Well, I gotta accept your first answer, Matt. So there you go.
All right.
Rich says the mind can be physically exerted.
There you go. Did you watch the chess movie on Netflix, The Queen's Gambit?
Oh yeah, I saw the Queen's Gambit. It's really
I thought
good.
that was good. I liked it a lot. It was a good piece of entertainment.
And Austin agreed to sign up to join the science academic team today.
Awesome. I love it. I freaking love it.
I
Science
freaking
is
love it too.
amazing. I love the sciences. Particle physics. Do you know how weird particle physics is? Like, it is weird. It's crazy.
You haven't seen Strange until you started dealing with quarks.
I mean, they
Top,
have
bottom,
experiments.
strange, charmed, all that fun stuff.
They have experiments that will change if you watch them. You perceiving them with your brain changes the outcome. Particle physics.
Boom.
Cray-hay-hazy.
Cray cray. Well, when you have your Thanksgiving on Friday, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
And I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving as well.
And certainly, even
Will
if
you
you're
be-
not, go ahead.
Will you be indulging in the turkey?
Yeah, until I realize that the turkey is not cooked correctly.
Well, just cut it correctly, per my guidelines.
Thank you for the. I have to do it in the rounds like you're saying.
Yep. That's how you do it.
I'll be watching the diagrams for that.
Last Thanksgiving, I taught my son how to carve the turkey. That was a rite of passage. So I passed the technique. I passed on the knowledge.
The Haas carving technique has been passed.
Yeah.
Austin is allergic
Ham.
to turkey, so he's gonna be having ham instead.
From what I hear on the YouTubes, the Kirkland Spiral ham at Costco is very good.
There's the Costco reference for the hour. There you go.
Oh, and I think I'm going to buy the $12 gingerbread mansion at Costco and have that be a centerpiece at my home during Christmas.
You know where you could also pick up ham during the spring season? Fogo. There you go. Fogo, Costco, and that's a VF Talks for you.
Now I'm hungry for ham.
Easy says he likes the dark meat from a turkey. I do too.
It's underrated, that dark meat. It's
Sure
delicious.
is. I think we're gonna do a Christmas party.
Okay.
I think we're gonna do a Christmas party at Fogo. So we gotta get
Sweet.
all the area streamers together and friends and family together for the Christmas party. So
Can I wear my Christmas hat?
absolutely, and your Christmas
Sweet.
pants, and bring your Christmas fork, all that stuff. Sammy asks, any tips for getting a good grade on the driver's test?
I have one. Bribes.
Right. Quiche. Bring quiche. Bring lots of money. Bring lots of money with you, and then you go pass your driver's test in the whole nine. There you go.
Hi, Boo Max. Boo
Yeah.
Max is here.
Boomax is here. Hey, how are you doing?
Good to have you here.
Good to have you here. I think I've been going almost 2 hours over here. I think I'll put a giant bow on this.
Let's put a bow on it.
Matt, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you.
Hey, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you keep inviting me back, even though I
Always.
take the show off the rails.
Many, many times. Over and over again. You have a great
Bye,
night.
everyone. Take care.
Take care. Happy Thanksgiving, sir.
Happy Thanksgiving to all in the U.S.
All right, cool. Bye. And go back to Maine and put a bow on this. And I got this. And I got to go back to me. And that's me. There we go. Boomax says, hey, Matt and John. And then Sammy says, I saw that Matt switched his headphones. Yes, indeed. Rich says, take care, guys. And Boo says, John. So, okay. So, quick little plug. Again, we talked about it before, but we're doing another Ask Me Anything 1 week from Thursday. It'll be Thursday night, December 2nd, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Send your questions in advance to theventureforward@gmail.com. We'll also take questions live in chat, but if you have any questions you want me to answer, it's an Ask Me Anything. So I will answer all your questions for the fourth time on this show. Thursday night, December 2nd, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Tuesday night, we're going to talk about family and friends. And moreover, the thing is, what comprises our growing sense of friends and family and all those people and how important they are to our lives, especially in this time of the holiday season. We'll talk about that on Tuesday. So Tuesday night, friends and family. Thursday night, Ask Me Anything, number 4. And again, if you have any questions for me for the Ask Me Anything, theventureforward@gmail.com. So there you go. We got a question here. And when are you going to send me that baseball picture on your wall? Never. Never easy. Never all. Not good. No. I could send you a picture of it, and I'll send it to you via email. But I'm not. Nope. Mine. But by all means, ask that question in the email. Again, that email again. Oh, this show's gone off the rails. Send your question in advance to theventureforward@gmail.com. Again, theventureforward@gmail.com. Thursday, December 2nd, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific for Ask Me Anything number 4. But until next time, which will be Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific for the next episode of The Venture Forward, I'm going to say the same thing I say at the end of every Venture Forward and VF Talks. Stay safe. Stay sane, stay strong, stay sober. You're worth it. Have a great night. Have a happy and healthy Thanksgiving. And you know what? I think just in honor of how great that night was, one more look at the Ferris wheel at Hershey Park for Candy Lane and a wonderful holiday spectacular. Have a great night. Fly be free.